Hello there, Only One Kenobi here, Only One. Welcome to this. This is an interim episode of Only One Fans. I wasn't sure if I was going to make an episode today, but I best had. I've got a few things I need to clear up before we get into the Christmas season. And I want to do, well, there will be a Christmas episode of this because I think it falls on Boxing Day, the Monday. So that'll be awesome, man. So let's do this one today and get ready for that. So, where do I begin here? Again, this will be only an interim episode. I won't be doing I will not be featuring a vehicle this time for the Spotlight special. I just want to crack on. I've had a few voice messages from people who I want to answer those questions. So, as usual, there will be one voice, so I'll do that. And also, I will be opening a figure. The reason I've got a Grievous there is just literally just put in there now because this is a figure I just can't wait to open. I've had this for a while. I got it in a job lot. You know the Vader thing I got? I got loads of Vaders. I think it was the, bear with me, I got a load of figures, almost like a Vader job lot. For like £41, I got that and a few other things. And this came in with it as well, and it looks a really good Grievous. I mean, I've had a General Grievous for years. Let me just take you up here on a little journey. Up here is the first ever Grievous I got was that one, and it's not the best. It's not even that tall, so that's kind of a behind the scenes look like that. Yeah, I picked that up in Wandsworth years ago when I lived in London, and yeah, it's probably the worst Grievous you can get, I think. I don't know, man. This is the best one, obviously, the TVC one, and they should probably, well, you can totally imagine them repacking that one, bringing it back. Give it a white cape, put it in the Clone Wars line. But this one, I really want to open it, so that's the one I am going to open later. There will not be a Spotlight special, sadly. I'm sorry about that. I just don't have really the time this weekend, but I've got loads of other things I want to tie up with you, which is, let me just mount the camera, which is a couple of things. I got some fan mail. I might open that right now, actually. This just arrived in my PO box, and also a few weeks ago now, I got a really nice item, which I'm going to show you from Gary Moore. So I will cut to that later on in the episode. Now then, this is something I got in the post today. Let's open it. Very rare that I get things to my PO box, but it's always nice to receive anything, so please do send something in the post to keep it worth me having the PO box. It's quite expensive to have one. It's like £300 a year. But anyway, who is this from? Look at that, what a lovely card there. May the Force be with you. And who is it from? Ah, look at this. To Nick, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year. I have enjoyed watching your channel grow, and long may that continue. Awesome channel, awesome content, awesome collection, and awesome fella. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. I've just said awesome. Stuart, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Stuart. And hang on a minute. I'll leave that last one. Awesome fella. That's you, man. More so than I. That's brilliant. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna put that in the background as we talk some more. So yeah, what I really want to do is I want to kind of like, because it's been a while since I've done an Only One Fans episode, and I've got a few voice messages and a few questions that are being posted that I'm going to answer in this episode. But what I'm banking on is that people will leave a voice message for the Christmas episode. If you are featured in the Christmas episode, you might have noticed the Only One Kenobi patch in the background. If your message gets featured, you will automatically win an Only One Kenobi patch. So make sure you've got a really good message, a really good question, And I accept voice messages on Messenger and Instagram at @only1kenobi. So I look forward to that, and I will obviously answer your question as well. Make sure it's a good one, because obviously I'm banking on maybe a few people getting in touch with questions there. If you are unable to do that, or you don't want to, just as ever on this video now, if you've got a question for me that you want featured, please drop it in the comments below and I will answer that. Questions like these. So I want to start out here now with a message from Rob Kirkham, and he said he wanted to know about my top 5 or even 10 background droids. I'm filming this because this is my, if I pull back, hello? This is all my Tatooine shelves here. Got beasts on the top, and then the rest of it is just, you know what there you go, the cantina there, and even all the way through the original trilogy, you got from stuff on Tatooine from Return of the Jedi and obviously A New Hope. But on this shelf here, it's become a little bit of an Easter egg section, because I've got obviously the droids from the sale. That's Build-A-Droid stuff there. I thought I'd just put it in spare parts. Like you see at Galaxy's Edge, you know, they've got loads of stuff, just junk hanging around. But yeah, you've got your main ones here from the, what you call it now, the droid sale. But then I like to put in a few of these extra guys. I mean, this was part of the droid sale as well, but these Star Tours droids, I love them, man. I love all that. So there's, you know, Rex there, RX-24, whatever he is. So I do that. I Easter egg him around, but I've got loads of really nice droids, and I will do a video on that if you'd like. That's that one there. That's from the Solo pack. Loads of people ask me about that. They say, oh, where did you get that droid from? And this is one of 4 droids that came in a 4-pack. I bought in a Disney park actually in 2019, so Solo had been out in 2018. This is my favourite. I have him facing the other way, only, look at the weathering on it. I only have him facing that way because of the, what's it called, Arabesh? Is that what they call it? The writing or whatever on there, I love that. It's brilliant. So that is a really nice one. So what I'll do is I will kind of dive into that in a bit more detail. I've got droids everywhere. There's even an R2-D2 over here. I won't even focus on it. There you go. I love these. I'm about to actually set up some corner shelves in this room as I speak. I bought another one of these to put over here, which I might sort of put that together and put it on Patreon or something like that. Extra behind the scenes videos like that I like to do. And wow, there's droids everywhere. I'm just obviously freestyling here, ladies and gentlemen. That's brilliant. That could go in the cockpit of Big's Darklighter's Red 3 X-Wing. So yeah, I will do that for you, man. Here's another one. That's from the Death Star. That's the one that you see in the background when Ben Kenobi is sort of getting ready to face off. He's sort of going around the corridors of the Death Star, and you know, he's got his lightsaber in hand and ready to draw it and face off with Vader. But anyway, thanks for your message, Rob. So yeah, a bit of a random one. Long time and loyal follower of the channel, the Roo.
Hey up, Nick. It's the Roo here. Great live stream on Monday. Great to see the show was back. Really enjoyed it. Was just wondering, I know you don't always look at your figures until you review them in your quick shot series, but I was just wondering what you thought were the best 3 you've seen so far this year, because the lineup we've had this year, there's been some absolutely sick figures in terms of the look and the face and the articulation and everything. They've ticked all the boxes. My 3 would probably be Morak Boba, the Death Watch Clone Wars Mando, and maybe the Ahsoka figure, but you could pick, there's so many you could pick, it just comes down to preference, and I just wondered what your favourites were. Cheers, mate.
Hey, thanks for your message, Root. Top guy, brilliant lad. Follows the channel all the time. Anyway, you sent me that weeks ago, and I'm only just getting around to talking about that now, but I will do a proper video where I look at the 2022 figures all together. Now, to be honest, I was on a website earlier, and they were telling me that some figures from 2021 were 2022. Like this guy, I'm pretty sure he's 2021 because I opened him in December 21. So yeah, but that's weird. So I want a definitive answer on that. I've just messaged Tim from Bosk's Bounty and Bantha School. Hopefully they'll have some, you know, lists of 2022 figures, because I'd like to do that. I never do those videos, figure of the year, but I will this year. But anyway, so that's not 2022 either. He is, or she, never assume. See what I mean about this bloody Boba Fett, man? He falls over. That is such a disappointment. The figure, I hate it, man. This is a great figure, though, in that, well, he's a bit funny as well. Or she, never assumed the gender of the Death Watch trooper. I find this a really problematic figure to stand. Got them squatting, which might work, because they might squat and take off. But look at it. Peg holes. There's those rocker ankles again. But that's good, the fact that you've got the articulated rangefinder. Anyway, this is probably one of my favourite ones this year. You mentioned Morak Fett. This is Tatooine Fett, but there's not much in it except for the tassel there. Love this figure. I just finished watching the Book of Boba Fett, actually, and after Andor, it kind of it seems crapper than it was at the time, but and it wasn't really that great at the time, to be honest with you. After Mando, TBOBF, the Book of Boba Fett, if I said that right, I thought was crap. Bruh. But I did like some scenes, obviously, in some sequences, but I did like the way he looked, man. Like new, with the black robes there or whatever. I liked it. And this is a great figure. Oh God, he's just come off the pegs, hang on. And one of the reasons I like this figure so much is because, well, not only does he look good, but on a technical level, he does things like stand. He's got ball joints on his toes, actually, and they seem deep enough to sort of plug on a peg stand properly. So I like this figure a lot, and the head sculpt is just phenomenal. My God, they've nailed. Well, came off the bloody pegals then, didn't he? They've nailed Tamora Morrison, no question. Right, this is a good figure. You mentioned Ahsoka, totally with you, man. Brilliant figure. Look at that, great figure. That I'm really happy with. I love those glowing eyes. A lot of people didn't like them, but my answer to you is. Embrace it. That's a tip of the hat to the Power of the Force 2 days. If you don't like that, just get a Sharpie, man. Colour it in. If you don't like that, man, I love that. Look at that, man. Brilliant. And then, this is just in response to what you were saying about how good the figures are nowadays, man. They are brilliant. There's loads of good figures. I recently opened Axis Woves. Here he is with Bo-Katan there, and I'm shortly going to be opening Cosco Reeves as well to get the trio together on my Mando shelf. 3 3/4 inch, man. It's just whooping ass. And then the sad thing is we're not getting things for Andor, which is a real pain in the ass, because imagine it. It would be great, wouldn't it? Balance the scales. Do it. Thanks for your message, man.
C3PO Concepts.
What's up, sir? How you doing, Nick? I was editing some photos I took the other day, and I came across this one of Captain Panaka, and it reminded me that when I first discovered your channel, I remembered you saying that you never actually had this figure. So I wanted to know, did you ever pick this one up, and what do you think about getting Captain P for TVC? I would really like to see some modern updates with all the articulation to Naboo's Royal Security Forces and soldiers. I love the design of these guys. Thanks.
What's up, sir? I love the way you send messages, man. So polite. It's just politeness, man. But yeah, let's talk about him again. I think I replied to you and I said, I don't think your message was an Only One Fan's message. It was just a message. It was a question, wasn't it? What do I think about him in TVC? And then I pulled your attention towards a couple of videos I've done about him. I think I did a top 5 need in TVC for Phantom Menace. I did that video, and I think I did a video where I opened him or something like that. But yeah, totally, man. Look at him. Such a great character. I do like the Phantom Menace line. Those figures are really, really nice. The facial sculpts, they're just lovely. You know, they do have more than 5 POA as well. They kind of remind me, actually, the Solo line reminded me a lot of the 2000 and... I'm sorry, I'm going a bit too far in the future there. The 1999 line reminded me a lot of the Solo line. Or vice versa, the Solo line reminded me of 1999. Because you got really good figures. Well crafted. I mean, even the Force Awakens line was such, you know, beautifully crafted and painted figures, sculpted, lovely, statuesque. But they were 5 POA in the Force Awakens, whereas in Solo they did some multiple articulation, like you could move the wrist on a few of them. I think he is actually 5 POA. My best example of that would be over here. See these 2 Jedi there? You can definitely move the wrist of definitely his right hand, which is on his left, of that Qui-Gon. You know, and then look at that, there's a swivel on Obi-Wan's elbow there. So, you know, I'm just saying, but they're great figures, and I mean, he's great. He stood the test of time, but yeah, he would deserve to be put into TVC on a fully articulated body, sculpt, fully articulated, great character, brilliant card back potential. But again, I've talked about him before in videos, but you know, I can't expect you to see every video I put out, but definitely check that video out, man. I think you have by now, maybe. But yeah, great potential, and thanks for mentioning him, man, because yeah, he does deserve something, man. Him and Watto are on my kind of wish list for TVC for Phantom Menace. There's some really obvious ones, man. Even people like 9, man, you know, that would be an easy one for them to repaint that, but I just think the card back would be spectacular for that. And they are the main ones. Obviously, I've always had wish lists for people like that, you know. TC14. Imagine they could do a super articulated, which they won't be able to. They can't do that. It's just not possible for them to do a metallized. They can articulate joints, like they can bend knees. I've seen that before with C-3PO figures. What else did I have? Now I'm on the subject of this. What else would be really good? All these characters are fantastic for Phantom Menace. I'd have to probably refer to that video now and check it out, but still, yeah, fantastic stuff, man. Oh yes, Sebulba, yeah, Sebulba! He is the missing link for the pod races anyway. You know what I mean? Anyway, awesome. I love talking about the Phantom Menace, and thank you for your message, my man. Thank you, sir. C-3PO Concepts, top guy as well. Oh yeah, I just wanna open my figures. If I don't my nigga triggered, yeah. I just wanna open my figures. If I just wanna open my figures, I just wanna open my figures. I just wanna open my figures. I just wanna show you my figures. I just wanna know. I just wanna open my figures. If I don't mind, I get triggered, yeah. I just wanna open my figures. If I just wanna show. So it just remains to get this General Grievous open, man. Like I said, I'm well impressed with it just by looking at it in the packaging, and I got it in a really good job lot of Vader stuff. I think I got the Vader on the operating table, you know, the birth of Darth Vader. And I got a few droids, and anyway, I got a brilliant job lot, and it was this was included. It's in really good condition as well, so it pains me to open it, but yeah, get it out, let it breathe. What a great looking Grievous this is. And there's been some dodgy ones along the way. Even the one from the vintage collection annoys me a lot because of the fact that it needs, god damn it, some peg holes on the legs, on the feet, sorry. I used blue tack there, which is, even that is not satisfactory. Lovely figure and everything, looks great. But I do like hard goods when hard goods are done well. And this is looking like a good example of that. So before we crack it open, it's always worth just, you know, having a good look at it. Admire the packaging and all that. So anyway, there you go. Nice looking packaging, isn't it? Sneak preview. Again, some really good figures have been sneak previews in the past. There was a really good Jango Fett. This is the sneak preview Jango Fett. I was talking about that not long ago in a video. Really nice. I mean, you can't really do much with the articulation, but in terms of a good pose and whatever else, that kind of like does a good job. So you see on the back there, that's one I really need. Tion, was it Tion Medon? I need him big time. Don't really mind about R4, but man, I need that massively. And there's a little bit of a blurb if you'd like to freeze frame that, ladies and gentlemen. Sneak preview figure. Fantastiche, man. Let's get him out. He looks like he's only got the one lightsaber there. Oh, another good figure I've got of Grievous. I don't know if you can see over yonder. I can crop in on that one there. You can see an Obi-Wan Kenobi on the edge of the shelf. So uncivilized. And then the one with the fire coming out of his head. That's a really good Grievous. I don't usually like figures that have got flames and electricity all over them, but that one works. Enough talk. Let's get the damn thing open, shall we? Should we just booyah it? What do you reckon, man? Should we do it? Come on, man. No, I can't. In good conscience, I can't. Oh, sod it. Let's just do it, man. Oh, yeah! Come on, man. Just get him out of there. Right. I'm so sorry. The people who love things mint on card. I'd never do that to something that cost hundreds of pounds, though. Good God, man, no way. Right, look at that, man. He is a good Grievous, isn't he? I was expecting someone of your reputation to be a lot older. General Grievous. You're shorter than I expected. Jedi scum. Great stuff, man. Right, one thing I will be keeping is this. I don't know why, I always do. For Saga 2006 and ROTS 2005, I always keep these. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them, but hang on a minute. Here we go, there you go. These things are great. The imagery they use for all of those have been superb. I'm yet to find one that isn't decent. I'll keep that as well since I've got it, why not? Let's get him out of here. Aha, his cape's come off. And I will do a video, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do a video of my top favourite Grievouses, and I'll let you know where he ranks when I've had a chance to digest it all. See, without the cape, he doesn't look as good, but put that on. Yes, I'm digging that. Look at this, Hasbro. Hello? Hello, Hasbro? Anybody home, huh? He's got a peg hole. Look at that. See? That's all you needed to do for TVC. Was it that hard? God damn it, man. I'm pretty damn sure that this fella never came with a peg hole. Yeah, look. See? Nothing. And then here, if you get rid of that blue tack, nada. Nothing, man. So there you go. Ran over. Has it got a ball joint there? Yes, it does. Wow, some wrist articulation. Well, sorry, elbow articulation there. Swivel. That'll do, man. It's not bad looking Grievous, that. And then the gun, of course. Get that on there. I've got some spare lightsabers. I might give him another one somewhere there. But anyway, that'll do, man. Oh, look at that knee articulation there. So that means he'll get on a stand easy. Let's see if I can find an ROTS stand. Let's see if it works with one of these figure stands for me and display accessories. Let's have a look. Let's stick that on here. That's for modern figures. Oh, it's quite a tight squeeze, that, but yeah, he's on. Now the cape might... No, that's looking good. I thought the cape was going to be touching the ground and push it up a bit more, but that's all right. I'll have a bit of that. He's got a place on my shelves. Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith. No, he's all right. Got the white finish on the cape there. Loving it. What, has he got the pattern on the back there? Yes, he does. Look at that. I love that. Very subtly. It's a bit like the tusks of the mythosaur, whatever you call it, for the Mandalorian. Another great figure I like, what figure I enjoy of Grievous is this one here. That's very Genndy Tartakovsky, that. That's how he looked. He had like a front poncho as well. There's the pattern I'm talking about. A lovely emblem. If anyone knows what that emblem means, let me know. Very knowledgeable people watch my channel, and I appreciate your information. Knowledge, share it. Awesome. So there you go. That is General Grievous. Happy with it. And if you want to see it side by side with the other one, bear with me. See, that one's got the grey cape there. What is accurate to Revenge of the Sith? I wonder if he changed his cape at any stage. Sadly, this one no longer it no longer has blue tack on him, so I'm just gonna have to hold him. See, he's very tall though, isn't he? I like this one. He's very imposing, that one on the left. But that one there's decent as well. That's how I remember the helmet being a bit bigger than that one. Are they sculpted? I don't know. It's very difficult to say, but I like the weathering of that one. It's slightly darker. Ooh, let's just zoom in a bit more. There you go. How about that? I hope you have enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to open these things and get them out, see what they're really like. And again, there's a definite place for that on my shelves. Awesome. Yeah, man, and that brings us very nicely to Gary Moore, who sent me this a while ago. Now, I did open this Gary and film opening it the other week, but there was some bits and bobs going wrong with that video, so what I will do is, it's kind of uncut, should we say, and I will put that onto Patreon for you to enjoy, and all my Patreon followers, and also my YouTube channel members can watch that video. But for now, I just want to show you this, which is awesome, and it comes from Gary Moore, and it was made by, what do you call that, Peter? There it is. Brilliant. fantastic. Tim from Bosk's Bounty has bought a few items for Bosk from this guy as well. DeliciousAgainPeter.com. Fantastic. Follow his Instagram as well. And sad to say that although I do dig hip-hop, man, can you dig it? Yes, I can. I said, can you dig it? Yes, I can. I do love hip-hop. I've never heard this album, and I've been told by Tim, who's a big hip-hop fan, that it's probably the best, one of the best albums ever made, really. And it's Illmatic, because obviously this is Ben Kenobi here, made in the style of Illmatic. I got in touch with Peter about this Ben there, look at it, and he's obviously done that to match the card back style, but look at it, it's very bronzed, finished Obi-Wan Kenobi there, and some explicit lyrics on the back. Should I show these? That's not all that he sent me. Gary, very generous fella, also sent me this. Very generous fella, Gary also sent me that, which is awesome. I haven't opened it yet, Gary. I might keep that mint, man. It looks so nice. Yeah, let me get down here so we can see it properly. There you go, look at that. Like a pop pin, Star Wars SE. Obi-Wan Kenobi enamel pin. Look at that. That is awesome. I mean, much as I'd like to keep that carded because it looks kind of nice like that, in that Funko way, I really want to kind of have that loose, because if that's a big pin badge, man, that would look awesome. Look at that, Obi-Wan Kenobi from ROTS era, removable stand included. Oh, right. How about that? You know, I might be tempted to open that. If I do, I'll do that in a separate video. But thank you, Gary, man, a loyal Patreon and supporter. Thanks very much for sending that to me. Got to me safely. And that's awesome. What do you reckon of that stuff, man? Thank you very much. If you would like to send something to Only One Kenobi, please do. The P.O. Box is as follows. I don't have it committed to memory, but I do have this. I have Stuart's envelope right here. So it's Only One Kenobi, P.O. Box 252, Wirral, CH31 9GE. And of course, keep in mind the fact that if you send a voice message that gets featured in the Christmas episode of Only One Fans, which I do believe is Monday the 26th, you will win an Only One Kenobi patch, and I will send it to you wherever you are in the world. No problem. Awesome, man. And now, this is a question I got asked by somebody called The Night Badger. They asked me, this is just a regular comment on a video. My video of me opening, what was I opening now? Yeah, the Dengar and IG-88 video of mine. And he said, I don't know if this has been asked, but are these retro 2-packs meant to replicate actual 2-packs from back in the day? And I didn't know the answer to that, unfortunately. I don't know enough about the Kenner catalogue from back in the day. I know about special action figure sets and stuff. So I got in touch with my man, the Blacked Out Ewoks. Give this guy some love at the minute, because he recently had his Instagram hacked, which is just appalling. And I feel really bad for the BOE at the minute. He had like something like 10,000 uploads. Hopefully he will get all his stuff back. So that's just not very good. So I feel a bit bad for the BOE at the minute, but I asked him what the answer was to that in a voice note on WhatsApp, because we do chat a lot on WhatsApp. And he got back with an answer, which I would like to play you now with his permission.
Hi. Good question. I don't know if this has been asked, but are these two retro 2-packs meant to replicate actual 2-packs from the back in the day? Well, there was no 2-packs like that back in the day. I mean, with the Empire Strikes Back, they did sell 3 figures on one card, which replicated what they did with the Star Wars figures, and they also sold some figures in 6-packs. One had a red background, one had a brown background. What this retro collection replicates is just the individual carded Bosk, Boba Fett, Dengar, and what's the other one? I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't really see, but you know, it just replicates the cards. Obviously, with the retro collection, it has the added stress to the cards, which most people would rather not have. Anyway, cheers, goodbye.
And so, yeah, I actually checked with the BOE if that was all right if I played his voice message as an answer in the show, and he said, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I hope you're all right, BOE. It can't be very nice, that kind of thing. It's terrible when things like that happen, and I hope everything gets resolved very soon. Be very wary, people. Be mindful. Be careful what you're clicking on and blah-de-blah in messages and stuff, because you just don't know what is what, and just take it easy, man. And also, that's all I really want to say, other than a little bit of housekeeping, if you want to call it that. Somebody, speaking of Instagram, Ken messaged me on Instagram earlier today. I am recording this that you're hearing now on, what is it now? It's about 12:15 on Sunday that I'm recording this. And I went on Instagram and I had a message saying simply, Tungori time. And I was like, whoa, what's this? And he sent me a screen grab of what is on Tungori. And if you haven't seen already, they are selling, or she, never assume the agenda? No, never, never assume the gender of Tungori. But they're selling VC44s, man, for a decent price. $14.99, was it? $14, that is. Man, get on there if you haven't already. If you want to pick up the best Pilot Luke figure that's ever been made, pick it up. But it doesn't half beg the question, are they bringing him out again? Maybe not, because at the end of the day, they had, or Tungori had, loads of Skiff Masters on there a while ago, and we all thought, whoa, they're going to be coming back, or Hasbro's going to produce them, but they never arrived. So we don't know what the deal is with Tungori, but all I know is he has them up for sale at the time I'm recording this anyway. Hopefully they won't be sold out. People are going to go over there disappointed now, but I thought I would let you all know at least to keep an eye on Tungori. That is the latest tasty listing from them. Anyway, thank you all very much for listening. You are all very valued watchers and listeners, and I appreciate those who are watching live as well. It's always nice to watch it with people live on the Mondays. And if you haven't already, leave a comment below, smash the like button and all that blah-de-blah that goes with YouTube territory. And of course, keep in mind that if you would like to win an Only One Kenobi patch, leave a voice message for the next episode of Only One Fans, which will be the Christmas episode on Boxing Day, I reckon. And I look forward to that as well, man. Brilliant. With all that being said, I'm off. So thank you very much for listening. I have been Only One Kenobi. You are my one and Obies, the Only One Fans. Goodbye for now.